Alexa, play the freshest drum and bass on Sebastian's Spotify.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Oh, she just played it before we arrived. I'm Sebotage, and I run the drum and bass clothing Sebotage, as well as being drum and bass DJ and a multi-genre vocalist. Always really been into art since like a really young age. I've always been sketching, always been kind of like wanting to cartoon. It's always been like a part of my life. But once I left uni, I never really actually chased it. I went down advertising and marketing. In my day-to-day I work in like relationships. Again, it's something that massively drives me. I love meeting people. That's what's so exciting about being in a rave and meeting all these people. So I guess I channeled that into a business sense. But it's only until I moved to my recent job that I realised, you know what, Sam, you've been talking about making clothing for years. This is like a passion of yours, and if it's a passion of yours, why haven't you done anything about it? And I started Sebotage. The name itself was from my colleagues because I messed something up. I said, you made it right, Sebotage of that. I just ran with that. Obviously, looking back, it was one of the best decisions I've made. Making something that people want to wear is so unbelievably rewarding that I'm not stopping. It is really a reflection of me as a person in a brand. My current mantra of what I'm doing in terms of what Sebotage is all about is clothing for the massive, not the masses. This isn't for everyone. For me, I make clothing for the people that are like the most valuable to me in my life. They are ravers. I love designing it, and raving is so important to me that to be able to immortalize that on a t-shirt, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Funny enough, I only ever really intended with Sebotage to go and do clothing. Freelance design was never really an avenue that I'd explored. TJ Campbell from Pick and Mix, I have to shout him out as well. He said, look, I'm growing this label, it's a young label, Pick and Mix, and I'd like to see where we can take that in terms of merchandise. I really hit off with him, we got good energy together, and we throwing around ideas. And he called me back and he said, you know what? Yeah, we're not doing merchandise, but would you like to come on board? I'm doing a design as part of a new series which we're doing. I already have a character designer, this wicked guy, Kuma Art, Nick Kuma, is absolutely incredible. He does anime characters and things like that. He said, I want to bring you on board to see if we can create the EP design from these characters, the layout, things like that. I love that he backed me from the beginning because really he'd only seen a t-shirt. That was the start of a 2-year friendship. Since then we've done over, I know off the top of my head of 11 EPs that we've done with them, 8 of which have hit number 1s, the ones that haven't have hit number 2s, or at least within the top 25 on Juno and things like that. So I'm eternally grateful for that, because that one conversation opened up an entire wing of business that I can now look back and be really proud of the kind of involvement within the scene that I've had. So yeah, big up to Pick and Mix, they're my day ones, and big up to TJ. Goatsheds has been a really exciting one for me. These guys they're not commenters of the culture, they bring the culture to you. The Onyx and Goatsheds stay at home for me. I haven't really gone out much this year. That for me was one of the best events of this year. So to have the opportunity to work with guys like Goatsheds and create a collaborative piece has been really rewarding. I love the goat, I love the character, I love what it represents, and for me to kind of immortalize that goat energy into a tee was so fun, man. It's amazing to get reached out from Bag to Tag Records, especially to be part of an EP that has such exciting artists on it. BUNNERZ themselves have been making movements, and to have an opportunity to be involved in a design that kind of immortalizes both of the guys from BUNNERZ, Yoteii and JAPPA as rude boys within that space that we created for the Opz EP, as a massive challenge. But yeah, I loved it. To see my cap and my hoodie on UKF, this is a channel that I've been looking at since I was a teenager. I have to shout out Jay, AC13. Jay's just a really nice guy. I reached out to him a couple of years ago. He reached back out to me. I offered him a t-shirt. We got chatting over the years, and I like to think that by now we've got a really good relationship. His kind of passion for my clothing, my passion for his music. To see that there, is a big moment for him, but also I have to thank him because it also made it a really big moment for me. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing in the sense of I need to do more designs, more clothing, but also starting to diversify. I've got a few really exciting things on the pipeline. I'm diversifying in terms of colour, design, the kind of different types of designs that I want to be doing. I want to be doing more tees, still exclusive on people that wear them. I want them to know that when they walk into a rave, they're not wearing what everyone else is wearing. I want accessories. I'm looking at hats. I'm looking at trackies. I'm looking at more bespoke design, moving away from printing into actual designing. I've also got some wicked things on the pipeline. Believe it or not, I've got some Sebotage jewellery that's going to be coming out soon. So for the heads that want a little bit of bling, I got you. Long term, you know, it's about growth. I really want to keep the energy that Sebotage is about. So I don't want growth that's going to take me away from the people that I hold close. I'm still running my own Instagram. Every time a message comes through, you know it's me responding. I want that kind of connection. But it is also about growth. Drum and bass, as niche as it is, it's still a massive scene. And for me, I want to connect to every single person within that scene. I want to be able to like deliver clothing and design and positivity and energy to all the people that make me feel happy as a result. To all the DJs, all the producers, everyone that's supporting my clothing, but also even just the ravers, everyone. I love you guys, like, big up. I'm Sebotage and you're watching Dub Hub.